Welcome to Unseen Realities. Let's see what human eyes don't. Have you ever noticed something strange about human nature? Sometimes we tell our deepest secrets. Not to our family. Not to our friends. But to someone we just met. A stranger on a train. Or a taxi driver. Or maybe a someone on the internet. That's true. Why do we trust strangers more than the people who know us? Think about it. Have you ever shared something with someone you barely knew? You're not wrong here, and you're not the only one. This is simply human nature. In psychology, this behavior actually has a name. It is called the stranger on the train effect. It describes a situation where people feel surprisingly comfortable sharing personal thoughts with someone they do not know. Social psychology research about self-disclosure also explains this. Studies show that people often reveal personal information more easily to strangers because the fear of long-term judgment is much lower. You can see the same thing in therapy. Many people tell their therapist deeply personal experiences within minutes of meeting them. Things they never told their own family. Why? Because their mind feels safe. Safe from judgment. Safe from consequences. So this raises an important question. Why does the human mind feel safer with strangers sometimes? When you talk to people who know you, they don't just hear you, they start judging you. Whether one has done or not, it never bothers them, but they count every mistake. Every failure, whether it still defines you or not, they don't care about it. They judge, not based on what you are saying now, but based on what you did before, whether you are right or wrong. They pass judgment on fear perspective. Few cheap mentalities start making stories against you, spreading it, every version of you are trying to leave behind. And sometimes, no matter how much you've changed, they still see the old you. They bring up things you've already fought hard to move past. And that's the weight you carry every time you try to open up. But a stranger, they don't know your past. They don't carry your history. They don't attach labels to your name. To them, you are just a person, in this moment. No expectations, no memories, no silent judgments. And for the first time in a long time, you don't feel watched, you don't feel measured. You feel free, free to speak, free to be honest, free to be yourself. Next time before judging anyone, we should keep one thing in mind, that we should never jump to conclusion on anyone without knowing consequences. Another reason is simple. Strangers have no power over our lives. A friend could repeat your secrets. A colleague could use your weakness. A relative could judge you for years. But a stranger, they will probably disappear from your life. Which means your words carry no future consequences. And that creates a strange sense of freedom. There is also something called a temporary emotional space. When two strangers meet briefly, their conversation exists in a small moment of time. The brain thinks, this person is outside my world. This moment will pass. And inside that small temporary space, people often feel safe enough to be honest. But there is also a deeper truth about human nature. Around people who know us, we often wear social masks. We behave the way society expects. We protect our image. We hide certain parts of ourselves. But with strangers, sometimes those masks disappear. For a brief moment, we become more honest, more real. Think about your own life. Have you ever shared something personal with someone you barely knew? Maybe during a journey, maybe online, maybe during a random conversation. And strangely, it felt easier to talk to them. Perhaps the reason is simple. Strangers carry no history in our lives. And they carry no future either. For a short moment, they simply exist as listeners. And sometimes, that is all a human heart needs. Someone who listens without judgment. Sometimes, the deepest truths are not hidden from the world, they are hidden in plain sight. This is Unseen Realities.